Well, happy Saturday, motherfuckers. Y'all, I feel amazing. I feel amazing and I feel at peace and I feel magical and I feel passionate. Okay? That's the word. I feel passionate. Don't know why. Not gonna question it. Just gonna roll with it. But I feel like running my mouth, and I got a little time to spare. Well, I got a little taste of time. Okay, my little niece having a birthday party today. I'm gonna go. I'm excited because y'all know the little kids party always turn into the big folks party, And I love a good party, right? Um, and I feel good, and I'm high, but I felt good before I got high. I've been high. I'm up here, and I want to talk about something because this just what type of time I'm on today. I had shared something, and one of my followers um had said something about love. It was on the line of relationships. It was a I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me stop being rude, okay? Let me stop being rude. Without further ado, welcome to Sea Valley, down in the valley where the celestial crew gets lifted. Shouts out to the Sea Valley members, both OGs and newbies. Shouts out to the COCE. I love them. I love them. I love us. I love everybody. Get in here and sit down because I told y'all that once I got through, settling in this new life in this new world, I wanted to bring more of my awareness to human topics and saying things, saying give shit a little shake, baby. The shit ain't working, okay? It's not working for us. It didn't work for our parents. It didn't work for their parents. It didn't work for their parents. So, okay? Uh we gotta bring in new paradigms. We gotta bring in new concepts. We gotta bring in new ideologies that makes it harmonious, so we can start having more love babies and not these low vibrational ass spawn children that you're seeing ruining the world. Okay. Anyway, we ain't finna get into that right now. What I want to talk about is the post was the girl said that she loved men that don't fuck with multiple women. Okay. And I shared it and I said they don't exist for real, for real. And the sooner y'all understand that, the happier. Right. And I'm gonna break this shit down before I give me something to eat because I want to eat. Then I'm start drinking and I'm eating again and I'm keep on drinking. Okay, that's the sooner y'all know that. So one of my babies was like, but what if they love that person and saying just basically her perspective based on what she felt about love. And my response was, what's love got to do with it? Hey, what's love but a secondhand emotion? I'm finna break this shit down. I fit to break that, and I didn't even realize what the fuck she just meant that. Okay, when she said that, but a secondhand emotion. Shall we get into it, right? Shall we get into this shit, right? So hit that like button. Put your girl in the rhythms, okay? Announcements before I get to rambling, because I am going to. I start back sessions Tuesday. Yay! I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm clear. I don't got, what I'm saying, as far as I can see, my higher self ain't got no big projects that's going to hop in my lap like, oh, yeah, do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on y'all ass. I'm refreshed. I'm revitalized. I'm ready to bring this heat. I'm telling you right now, right? So sessions back, classes back, and I'm just ready to roll. I'm just ready to roll. If you are on Facebook, please share this. Put this lover girl lifestyle, okay? Put we finna bring you some new shit. Share this because Facebook is pretty low vibrational as a whole. Share this, right? So, what's love got to do with it, right? Because I see people throw around love, right, as a prerequisite for the number one truth and the only truth there is. right? And the only truth that it is everything is just consciousness. Everything, right, is just energy. Everything is just about frequency. Okay? So, to our from what we have been shown and what we have been taught about love, do y'all understand that you do not have your own clear, authentic point of view or definition of what the fuck love is? Okay? Do you understand that there is no one set definition for any fucking thing because none of this shit means anything? Do you understand this? Okay? If you cannot understand this concept, understand, just walk out now. It should go to 10 people in this motherfucker. If you don't understand that, you don't fucking know what love is. Based off of what is fulfilling to your spirit, based off what is your core frequency. Understand that you are, by second hand, we mean it's not first person, baby. Okay? This is not authorized by you. Okay? Love was literally given to you. Whether this was a high vibrational example or a low vibrational example, love was given to you. Okay? Everything has been given to you. And without question, you have made that a part of your world. This is your reality. And what happens is when you encounter the opposite, when you encounter different, you don't know how to understand that it doesn't mean that a person don't love you, or a person hates you, or a person anything. It simply means that this person is giving you their perspective and interpretation of love based off what was given to them. This is my news anchor voice. I'm introduced it every now and then. Just right. Just right. So when you look at it like that, what the fuck does love got to do with what a person has been taught or shown in their definition of love, right? You keep throwing that word out. You keep, oh, but you're supposed to love me. You love your parents, do you not? And your parents love you. But haven't you did some things to hurt your parents? Haven't your parents did some things to hurt you, right? Don't you still love your mama even though you was hard-headed? Don't you still love your mama even though you may have did some things to break her heart? Right? Don't you still follow your impulses? Right? Don't you still follow your feelings? Right? Even though you love these people? Why does, when it get to the opposite sex or the opposite person, these fucking allow, it gets twisted somehow? There's no fucking separation. It doesn't exist. It's an illusion. Okay? That means the energetic love that I have for my mom, the energetic love that I have for you, the energetic love that I have for the nigga that I'm fucking, the energetic love that I have for the fucking tree, it's all one source. Do you understand? It's all one source. Okay? That's it. So basically, the way that I love my mom or show love to my mom, I love my friends in the same manner. I love my nigga in the same manner because there is no difference. The only difference is the illusionary concepts that your human has placed on these things. So, oh, it's my boyfriend. He gotta love me like this. Oh, it's my sister. Like that shit is all objective. And so what really be happening is I can love you, right? I could love you, and I can also love myself, and I can also love this other person, right? Why do y'all case the energy of love in as if it's separate? This is something that I had to learn myself. Don't get me wrong, because I used to think that if you love me, you couldn't possibly, you know what I'm saying, be interested or want something else or crave something else. That is a fucking illusion, y'all. That is a fucking illusion. We are here to experience the different octaves of love through different fractals of source. I'm sorry that you insecure right now, right? And you can't handle the fact that your girl may want to fuck that nigga, or not even fuck that nigga, but just attain some type of data from somebody other than you, right? You a little insecure right now, so you're not getting the fact that this man may need a different type of experience from this person. That's not you. Y'all don't own the concept of love, bro. Y'all fucking love up, right? Love is unconditional, period. Because any conditions is illusionary. You're making it the fuck up to suit your deficiencies because you're lacking and you have voids in your soul. Possessiveness, jealousy, all that shit is signs of deficiencies. Just like in your body, right? When you have certain mineral deficiencies, don't the body start displaying certain symptoms, right? So jealousy, envy, possessiveness, those are signs that you got fucking voids and you are filling it with this person or this idea of this person. And in that instance, what love got to do with it? It ain't about your love for them. It's about your need to fill that fucking deficiency that you got. And these, like, ain't nobody saying this because people don't do the work on themselves. Love ain't got nothing to do with it, right? And I'm sorry, y'all. You know what's more important than love is following your spirit. If y'all don't understand shit, y'all need to understand this. If you don't follow your spirit above this, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all, love has become a restraint around this motherfucker. Love in this realm is a restraint. It is restrictive. It's not free. You can't experience because you're held hostage to somebody else's deficiencies. God damn it. Because I know, because I was holding motherfuckers hostage based off of my deficiencies. It wasn't about my love for them. It was about what the fuck I needed them to feel. Y'all are always focused on somebody cheating and somebody choosing somebody else over you because you don't feel worthy, bro. It has nothing to do with the other person, and it damn sure ain't got nothing to do with love. Nobody fucking belongs to you. Gyla belongs in its property to the higher self. Okay? And at any given moment, right? She must follow the will of her higher self above any land rule of the land of the law, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Everybody, especially big players. Now, if you a regular citizen, you're not gonna get this because it's not for you. But big players, we are loyal to our higher selves above all and above any experience that is set for you to have must be had, or your life will be a piece of shit until you complete that. Okay? And I know this because my life was a piece of shit because I would not complete certain challenges or certain missions. Because the idea of what love was went against the higher directions of my higher self. This 3D, this physical definition of love and its actions, y'all know it's really shallow as fuck. If the only way you know how to love somebody is doing physical things or physical acts, you do not know how to love that person. All right? That means that you don't love yourself. This means that you are coming from a place of deficiencies. God damn it. It all goes back to that. And I know I'm rambling, but y'all gotta feel me. Y'all gotta feel this so y'all can stop repeating the past. It does not work, right? It does not work. And this is the thing. There are people, because I'm not just gonna put this as a male and a female thing, because you don't judge by the gender. You judge by the core frequency. Is it a flow or force? Is it a plug or a socket? Y'all be looking at the physical, and the physical is not what you should be looking at when it comes to the feminine and the masculine. All right. If we talking about actual love, if we talking about actual, connections, let me put y'all on some motherfucking game that ain't nobody else putting y'all on. Stop looking at the gender of a person and think that's what you're speaking to. The gender of that person is human. Okay. The gender of a person is human. And if you're trying to love human, right? If you're just trying to love their gender, then you are going to be trapped and stuck in that low vibrational octave of what love physically looks like, right? If we want to talk about real shit, if we want to talk about core connections, if we want to talk about true love that transcend, you know what I'm saying, like on the movies, when that fucking love be so strong that they take that shit to the next lifetimes and shit. If we talking about that, then you got to look beyond the physical, right? You got to look beyond what it looks like. That be trapping y'all. And then once again, it's everybody gave you their definitions of what masculine and feminine should do, what a woman should do, what a man should do in a relationship, what a woman should do in a relationship. And all those fucking concepts are based on their gender and not their core frequency. These are facts. And this is why y'all ain't connecting, because there cannot be a connection if there's not a plug in a socket, right? Because they say everybody is masculine and feminine, but y'all never ask how the fuck are we embodying this? And that's what my plug in sockets class is about. How do we embody these polarities in ourselves? If you're looking at the gender of what a man should do and what a woman should do, you are not ready for a relationship. Love has fucking nothing to do with that. Love has nothing to do with that. It's about alignment. All right. Alignment trumps love. I'm sorry. Alignment trumps love. And in order for you to be aligned, you have to be authentic. You have to be operating from your core frequency. Fuck. Like y'all be want somebody to blame for y'all deficiency. That's nobody's fault but yours that you keep attracting these low vibrational love affairs and shit. You doing it. And ain't nobody gonna tell you this because they want y'all money, right? They want y'all to get these love readings and get these love spells and these hocuses of pocuses, right? But I'm just gonna be fucking honest. You like emotions without logic and logic without emotions. That's an imbalance. You motherfuckers be unstable. If a table is unbalanced, can that table stand up and hold shit without shaking and falling and dropping it? No, it cannot. You need both to be whole. So, ladies, you don't get no fucking pass because you say that you emotional. You have to learn how to logically assess your emotions and see, are they coming from deficiencies or are they coming from real breaches of boundaries, bitch? You don't get a pass just because you're so-called emotional and I'm a woman. Like, no, you also have logic. That shit also needs to be balanced and assessed. You just can't go around flooding people with water. Bitch, you gonna drown them. Logic would tell you that wattage of emotion is not cause for in this situation because you brought this shit on yourself. That's logically containing your own fucking emotions. You don't get to just spew that shit on people because you got titties and shit, girl. And men, just because you are logic first, that does not give you a reason to close your heart space. It make motherfuckers have to beat the door down. You are both. So your logic contains it stops you from going overboard. It don't stop you from ever fucking going. Right? You don't get a pass because you a man and you gotta provide and you gotta do this. You don't get no fucking pass. You have to tap into your other side or you are unstable. And y'all always talking about these fucking tables that y'all bringing. Them fucking tables are unstable, beloved. I can't sit. I can't put no weight on this motherfucker. These motherfucking tables is missing a leg or two. It's missing. It's shit. Don't ask me shit about no what I bring to no table that's unstable. That motherfucker can't support the power that I'm bringing in this motherfucker. You need to get what are other legs at, right? Where's the other legs? And this is all from experience, bro. I was once the unstable table. And I swore that table was just the best thing that happened to a motherfucker. And it was unstable as shit. Because I was unstable. And I was pushing my deficient ass version of love off on everybody, bro. That's what y'all doing. So I'm sorry, love just ain't enough. And I used to once say that love was enough, but love is not enough. I could love you and not be connected to you. I could love you and not, you know what I'm saying, and not show you or do anything. So my thing is what I want to bring back is core connections, right? And with core connections, it's just basically knowing what you are from your core so you can align with what you need, right? Understand that we need the opposite of our core frequency for true compatibility and harmony. Do you understand me? Understand that your human is hardwired for familiarity and it's going to want the same things. This is your textbook head over heart um, battle that society talks about. Everybody talks about this battle between your heart and your mind. All right? Or your physical and your spiritual. So your human is going to want what's comfortable and what's, you know what I'm saying, safe and what you're used to. But your core needs its opposite to pair. When we talk about other people, with yourself, you have to pair with the human is a plug or a socket, and your core frequency is a plug in the socket. That's why we do the work on ourselves to become whole, right? Right. I don't want to be loved at all if I'm not the only one that don't make sense. Loving five hoes while you only supposed to love one is five to me. That's just like saying I don't want to be loved. My mama can't love me because she got five kids. I'm just saying all that is up this insecurities. Like you feel like you ain't gonna get enough attention or some shit. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be loved. If your mama got four kids, it's what so she not supposed to love you. I mean, love them other kids because she love you. Like this, the ideology is tied to a deficiency. It's tied to a deficiency. On my life, you're never gonna be the only person somebody love. I gotta break that fucking illusion for y'all. You're never gonna be the only person somebody loves. It's not designed to be that way. But you can. You just gonna keep on experiencing loneliness. You're gonna keep on experiencing people showing you the truth, even though you insist on living a lie. And I know this sound mean and harsh. And I used to be just like that. I swear. I used to be just like that. Like, oh, well, motherfucker don't love me then. You can't possibly love me. You'll fuck somebody else. You can't possibly love me. This. Yes, the fuck they can. I just not finna lie to y'all. I just cannot. Like, you've been lied to enough. You've been lied to enough. Like, you're never gonna be the only person that this somebody loves. But the thing is, they could never love somebody how they love you. because there's never nobody in the world like you. But if you don't feel that for yourself, you will always feel threatened by the different bitches that a motherfucker talk to or whatever. Because you think just because they not with them physically that they don't love them still? You think just because they with you physically and showing you the physical acts that there's not some bitches in limbo in his heart? That every time you do something, he thinks of her. Do you think that the physical is false now? The physical is goddamn false. Don't get it twisted. Right? You think just because a motherfucker married you, that you took all the way of the motherfuckers that made it to their space? That's a lie. This goes for everything, because friendships and relationships, there's no separation. It's an illusion. Right? It's an illusion. That's just like say I can't love all my cousins. I gotta love one of them. Right? I got 4, 5 sisters and brothers. That's like saying I can't love y'all. I can't love all y'all. I gotta pick one. What the fuck is that? That's deficient. You feel like there's not enough love for you. Whether this was in it starts from your childhood. So of course, at some point in your life, you felt like you wasn't loved enough. You didn't receive enough, right? You didn't receive enough, and to this day, that concept of love is based off of deficiency. So y'all be going into these situations needy as fuck, and when you that needy, bro, it be coming off as energy vampires and shit. That's where you get your succubus and your incubus. It don't always be the scary ass text fantasy ass. No, they be you motherfuckers that be so needy and so fucking clingy because you don't got that in yourself. So you constantly need people. You constantly have to hop from person to person, and soon you can't get what you feel like you need from that person. You just gone and it's just gone. You steady looking for your next high, your next fulfillment, bro. That's not fucking love. Holding somebody hostage to feed your deficiencies is not love. I do not on my mama's soul. Let's get a lie detector test for my human and a spiritual lie detector test for my motherfucking spirit, so y'all can see. I do not want a relationship where I am holding a man hostage, right? I do not, right? Right? I wasn't loved as a kid. I don't think that got nothing to do with one, commitment and loyalty, because I didn't believe in love 3 years ago. Now I do. Babe, I do this for a living. I'm a spiritual health therapist. I promise you it has everything to do with your childhood. I did so many of these sessions. At first I did it on myself, right? I did it on myself. Your childhood is the foundation for which your adulthood sets upon. When I help my clients, you know where I have to take them back to? The most important session. I don't give a fuck if you don't have nail other motherfuckers. That unpacking childhood trauma. I can show you some things. You feel me? I can show you some things, how all that shit was embedded and how all of your actions to this day of July 6th, 5th, whatever the fuck, your choices are still running from that little girl, right? You are still trying to prove yourself, not just in love, but just in life, right? You still have those moments where no matter how much you accomplish, you still don't feel like you enough, right? And so you need to try to manipulate the physical to make you feel enough, right? So you want things a certain way. And I bet you have this little control thing to you too. You try to control things all the time in the physical and set them up in a way where you are receiving what you did not receive as a child. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And so you think that you have moved on for these situations because the out of sight, out of mind is not for real. Out of sight means in the mind. The brain and the mind is not the same thing. In your mind, it's like saying in your soul. The brain is physical. The mind is not. It's a fucking conduit of consciousness. So actually, out the mind is in the soul. Right? So just because you not, how old were you? Just because you're not 7 through 11 anymore, you're not 7 years old no more. You've grown. Physically, nothing has changed. Technically, you're still 7.5 years old. And it's only until you realize, you know how you say that, I ain't gonna never be like that. I ain't gonna never do my kids like that. I ain't gonna never do what my mama did. And then somehow, some way, you fucking end up just like that. It's because your decisions are still based off when you was that little child. Seeing your mama behave in such manners or lack of, seeing your life be a certain way. So your grown life start to mimic that, because subconsciously, this is what you're doing. And this the work I do, right? So when we talk, it's never about other people. And that's one thing I get on my baby's ass about. I get on their ass about that. It's never about nobody outside of you. It's never about nobody outside of you. Your life is 159,000% about you. Facts. It's never, if you come to me with a problem and you still talking about other people, we gonna deduce that motherfucker and deduce that motherfucker, because it gotta come back to you. It gotta come back to you. Relationships, friendships. I don't give a fuck what experience. It's about you. This why we should. This, when y'all talk about relationships, our work. No, the fuck it's not. The work on yourself is the work. When you relate to somebody, if you already doing the work and I'm already doing the work, what the fuck we finna, bro? We finna push it to the limit, right? When I didn't feel like I was enough, based off of what the program that I received, I 100% was projecting that shit in my relationships. And I had the most extreme insecurities because I had the most extreme deficiencies. And I was aligning to me the people that played out my deficiencies in real time. This is what y'all doing. Y'all are attracting people that's playing out the energies that you are embodying in yourself. God damn it. I was meeting guys that was showing me I wasn't enough, or this wasn't good enough, or I couldn't. They was showing it to me, and instead of, at first I was fighting them. I was fighting the mirror, beating the mirror up, until what I'm saying, I started getting cut and shit. Like I started getting injured from fighting the mirror. And then I started being slow and stopped fighting the mirror, and I started to pay attention to the goddamn projection that was casting the reflection. And then it started to make sense that all this shit was only being shown to me because I was projecting it outwards. And I had to clean that shit up. You know what, nigga? It ain't about you. Baby daddy, it ain't about you. Mama, it ain't about you. Daddy, it ain't about you. I'm standing at what the fuck you say? I'm staring at the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. I'm asking him to change his way, because if you do not change your ways of being, right? The mirror is going to keep on reflecting what you're showing. If you're showing deficiencies because, what I'm saying, your mom was never there, right? You probably bounced around, uh, you know, and even today at 33 years old, you still feel like that little kid that didn't have the mom and that was bounced around and bounced around. So you always trigger like a motherfucker, right? You always trigger like a motherfucker. And even if somebody's showing you that they love you in the capacity that they can, because it doesn't fill your voids of deficiencies, you feel like they don't love you. And I used to be like that. Like my ex was like, my listen, one thing about my ex now, my ex fucking loved me. You understand? Like my ex fucking loves me. I'm talking about like it's no question, it's no doubt, it's no like he fucking loves me. And he has always loved me in the same capacity. And that is the capacity in which he knew to be. And because that capacity didn't match mine, right? I always made him feel like he didn't love me, right? And like he wasn't enough. And like he wasn't doing it right. But really, it was fucking me. You know what I'm saying? It was me. It was me. So this is the fucking work, bro. Like I know he loved me. What his backstory of love and all that shit was not mine. Right? And I promise I would never do that again. Like I'm never gonna like I'm open to love in all forms and all fashions. As long as it's for the fulfillment and the betterment of me, right? I feel my own deficiencies. I healed myself. I made myself a safe space. I gave myself all the things I felt like my mom and my dad didn't give me. I reparented myself. I rebirthed myself. And when I did that, it allowed me to accept love, right? Just like you do a service, and you accept food stamps, you accept coins, you accept cash out, you accept, credit card, you accept gold bullion, shit, motherfucker can bring you groceries, and you would accept that as a form of fulfillment, or a, what I'm saying, a form of, reciprocation, or what have you. When you are deficient, you want it. When you are deficient, you only want money from cash, because when you was little, you never had cash. And even though it's other forms of fucking payment out there, you just want cash because you never had it. Does that make feelings, y'all? Did that make feelings? Did that make feelings? And so when I was deficient, I thought I only had to have love. I only, what I'm saying, emotional availability and connectivity was one of my uh, favorite forms of fulfillment, because I didn't get that from my mom. And I really wanted that from my mom. So I want that, right? Nigga loving me in every other way possible, right? In every other way. But because you didn't get that, right? You're worthless, right? You ain't doing shit right. You ain't never like just, and that was wrong of me to blame him for my deficiency. And I'm not saying he perfect. Like I'm not saying this. No, none of us are fucking perfect. You're not finna get no pure like unprogrammed motherfucker out here, bro. You're not. And you can't ask to get that when you still programs your goddamn self. Stop. Live within your means. Live within your means. And that's what y'all be telling folks. Live within your means. If your ass a program bot, why you think a God finna come save you? If you a program bot, why you think a God is finna come and uplift you? Right? Why the fuck you think you deserve that and you not even that? What you think the mirror gonna show you when you not even putting that out? What goes out must come back in. All right. That's a universal law. And this is why when we blow our cinnamon out, I don't know what the fuck everybody else be doing, but my babies, we follow the universal laws and codes, because that is how you play the game. If you want to prosper, you might want to play how the game plays. I don't know, just a thought. What goes out must come back in, right? That's the universal law. So we blow our cinnamon out because we want the blessings and the abundance to come back in. Because remember, it's not the cinnamon that's the money, the abundance. It's the frequency. You're using the cinnamon as a conduit, right? So when you blow out that cinnamon, you're technically blowing out. You're giving the frequency. You're projecting the frequency of abundance out. And as by universal law, it must come back in. Y'all ain't fucking with me with no magic, bitch. You're not fucking with me with no magic, okay? You're just not. So when you're blowing your cinnamon in your house and expecting it to come out, right? That's like you taking but never giving, right? So that's how we do it over here in the COCE, right? We blow it out. We give and we receive, right? That's why I tell y'all, when y'all be broke, you can have $1 to your name if you want to increase your money flow. And I know I'm all over the place, but y'all knew I wasn't gonna stand still, child. Get in a happy place, feel good. Take that last dollar and go give it to somebody, knowing that as you what goes out must come back. And watch it come back. Watch you get more than that dollar back. Can't tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Right? So when you project that deficiency, when you project those childhood traumas and those voids that be in y'all soul that I can see big as fuck, right? When you project that out, guess what got to come in, you guys? The physical representation. The physical representation of the energy that you sent out is coming to you, knocking at your door. So when you project that instability, you ain't never been loved, you ain't never had support, you send that shit out, you meet the physical representation of people that never support you, people that don't accept you. They show you more of how you feel. Am I lying? God damn. So when you see people always complaining about the people in their life, understand where the fuck that came from and shut up. What you feel becomes real. As you feel, so shall you see. You always see people complaining about the fuck people in their life and people doing this. How did you think they got there? You went online and you handpicked them out and you put them in your cart and now they're delivered into your life. If you don't like it, dispute your transaction with your motherfucking self. Like, y'all don't want to hear that because y'all so used to thinking that, you know what I'm saying, something else gonna solve y'all problems. Y'all don't want to hear that, but I'm here to tell you, you attracting these no good ass niggas, baby. You attracting these people that don't want to commit because you haven't committed to yourself because you don't even know your goddamn self. And they can only come in the energy or the image of you. All right? All right? Y'all niggas, y'all attracting these high class ass bitches that don't want nothing, you know what I'm saying, from y'all but money because deep down y'all feel like y'all should be the niggas with the money and y'all projecting that, oh, I never this. So you meet bitches that show you that. You meet bitches that just want money, right? You go always meet what you put out. Stop putting it out, and you put it out by focusing on it. Making this shit, of course it's no good bitches, it's no good niggas, it's no good everything. Why the fuck are you focusing on the not so good side of town? What are you talking about? Well, of course we know they exist. Of course everything exists. Why the fuck are you focusing on them? Why are you focusing on all the heartbreaks? Why are you focusing on niggas cheating all the time? What is the low self-esteem as obsession y'all got with motherfuckers cheating all the time? If you really felt like you was one of one, oh my mama, you ain't giving a fuck about that. Cause nigga, you cheating yourself thinking you finna find something like this. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Yeah, I mean, it's like the whole reason y'all can't even pair right. Because before you even pair with a motherfucker, who he talking to, who all liking his posts, who all doing this, god damn, do you want that nigga or not, scary hoe? Like, it's just because y'all thinking that somebody finna automatically just drop all type of connections and attractions because of you is ridiculous. Just make sure that yours don't feel like nobody else's, so you won't be just another regular ass thing. That's all you can do. Y'all putting y'all focus on the wrong shit. Damn. The only way you should be having issues with the person if they aren't fulfilling you and you know that you fulfilling them. That fulfillment should not hold them hostage to a narrative because you more comfortable with it. If I'm having issues with a nigga, it's because I feel like I'm not getting what I need to be fulfilled. And that ain't got nothing to do with another bitch. That will have something to do with you. Do you understand? I don't give a fuck what you do out here or with what. I need to be fed and fulfilled, or I do not need your presence because I know my presence. If it feeds and it fulfills, yours needs to match that, right? That's the only thing I'm tripping with a nigga about. I'm not gonna be arguing about different women and you said this and you lying because I'm confident you ain't gonna know another motherfucking guy in your life. You're not gonna know another motherfucking guy in your life. I'm confident in it. So I'm not gonna be policing you. Go out there, experience this world, and go see how there's nothing else out there like me. Fuck. Go on. Go on. See what's out there. Experience. I want you to experience. Right? Because I don't love you if I want to stop your experiences. That's facts. I don't want no man. I don't want a man that just wants me. He only being faithful because I'm pressuring him. Right? He's only acting like, you know what I'm saying, going against his own spirit and shit because I'm insecure. Like, I don't want no man like that. Follow your spirit. Because if we truly connected, I'm confident that your spirit wouldn't lead you too far from me. I'm confident. If it's a core connection, you could I don't give a fuck what you do, you gonna feel me. Right? I want you here because you wanna be. I ain't gonna put no spell. Only spells I got is this good ass coochie and this good ass spirit and this abundant ass energy and this magical mouth. That's the only spell I got. I got some good ass coochie. You know, that works. I got a good ass spirit. I'm wise. I'm abundant. That's the only spell that I got. I'm pure. I'm caring. I'm nurturing. I'm a real nigga. I'm so many fucking things. That's the only spell I got, honey. This. I got some magical ass coochie. It's not gonna make you do nothing harmful, and I ain't gonna make you go crazy. I ain't one of them type. This ain't that type of coochie. I'm finna bring the God out your ass. I swear to God. Like, that's the only spell I got. I don't do spells. You ain't never got to worry about me doing no love spell on your ass. I wish I would. Just me being Gyla and this and my existence, my frequency. That's my spell. I don't got to do nothing. I ain't finna be doing no spell because for me, understand that spells is about intention. For me to do a love spell on you, I am in the intention or the frequency of not having. This why y'all and this free game, this public school, y'all ain't even paying for this shit. All y'all want to be witches and shit. Get some knowledge. It's free today. Y'all be doing those love spells from the space. The intention is just where are you? All right, where's your location? Why you sending this shit out from? That's what intention means. What's your location? Y'all be sending them spells out from a deficient ass place, and what goes out must come back in. So it always backfire on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Backfire on y'all because y'all sending out deficiency. All right, right. So that's why y'all be doing those love spells. Nigga beat y'all ass. Right, niggas kidnap you and do all that weird ass shit, and you know what I'm saying? Do you the worst. take you down to your lowest, right? Because you sent that lack out, you got to get that back. He's a physical representation of what the fuck you feel about yourself. Facts. Facts. Right? This what y'all doing. So when you look at it, when you come to the deeper side of where the fuck I stay, because I don't live in the shallow world. I live in the depths. I live in the abyss. Love ain't got shit to do with nothing. Like for real. Shit, I love the fuck out of everybody, but I'm following my fucking spirit off tops. I just ain't even finna hold y'all and play with y'all like everybody else do. If I'm with you, and you know what I'm saying, I reserve the right to follow my spirit, and I give you that same thing. So you not mine, bro. I'm not yours. If you don't want to just be with me exclusively, and I like being with you, I'm not finna just throw you to, because I don't like. I don't have to be the only person in your life. I don't, because I know I'm gonna be the only me in your life. So go. I don't have that. So I don't want a nigga to restrict me either, because I'm a female plug. And as a female plug, I'm masculine at my core. And the masculine craves freedom and the feminine craves connection. I saw that post and it just put it in the most shortest terms, because y'all know I like to run out with shit, right? So as a female plug, I want freedom above anything else. I don't want to be tied down. I don't want you not changing me. I want to be free. My feminineness body want the connection. That's why I like to fuck like that. And I'm touchy feely and I'm physical and I'm sexual and shit. That's my feminine. That's Skylar, right? That's the girl. So I don't want to be restricted either. I want my freedom just like your masculine part of you wants its freedom. But I also want my connection just like the feminine part of you wants that connection. And if we have that balance within ourselves, we have no choice but to have it with one another. That shit's simple, right? So as a female plug, my opposite, my greatest catalyst for expansion are sockets. These niggas are my opposite in every fucking way, but they hold the maximum excitement, chemistry, expansion. Like, you want to feel some shit, go towards your opposite. It's gonna scare you, it's gonna challenge you, it's gonna electrify you, because that's a pure connection. Sockets and sockets can't pair. Plugs and plugs can't pair. But a plug and a socket can. Right? They can. So sure, I'm attracted to plugs, right? My feminine body is attracted to plugs because it's a socket. It has a hole that needs to be filled. So I'm attracted to plugs. But there's no real expansion because it's the same shit I am. Right? It's the same as me. It's no real connection. We just attached to each other because we can't really connect. So if I want to play it safe, I just keep fucking with plugs because I know what to expect from them because they just like me. But they offer no fucking expansion. And the false powers that be knew this shit, bro. This is why they always find what's in common, right? Go with somebody that feels like home, that feels familiar, that feels this. They want y'all to go to be attracted to the same things, right? Because a pure connection, a core connection, it has to be the opposites, and that's why they want y'all to hate everything that's different. That's why they do the whole making everything one, and you know what I'm saying. They don't want y'all to just really go towards the opposite and grow. So plugs cool and all. Like, I fuck the shit out of a plug. But if I want growth, if I want somebody that's gonna challenge me, if I want somebody that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, bring out my opposite, I'm gonna have to have a socket. I'm going to have a man that his core frequency is a flow, and his outer is a force. I would have to have that for my greatest expansion. So this why the whole y'all just be on the physical side of the whole masculine and feminine. Y'all be talking about gender and shit. That's why I don't even be getting involved in these fucking debates about the masculine and feminine and relationships. Cause y'all motherfuckers not ready to go down to the depths of the goddamn abyss. Y'all not ready to understand that y'all be incompatible as fuck because y'all only be pairing physically and not from y'all's core. Y'all run from core connections like a motherfucker, right? They taught y'all to be scared of core connections. And you want to know how I know that they taught y'all to be afraid? Look at shit like Romeo and Juliet. That's the core connection. Look how it ends. Most movies or anything where you hardly ever get to see motherfuckers happily ever after. Do you know what a happily ever after means? It just means that they're connected at the core. Do you think that these motherfuckers ain't gonna never have fucking arguments, or motherfuckers ain't gonna never probably wander off or fuck with somebody else or something? Y'all don't understand that the physical is second. That shit don't matter for real. It don't matter. It just means that they connected at the core. And the only way they can lose each other is if they lose their core. You know how rare it is to truly lose your core? I think it's damn near impossible. Like, you could be distorted, but you can always come back home. Right? If we being honest to this question right here, understand that let's say for instance, my baby daddy, I feel is a socket. Okay? And this means that his outside, the physical reproductive system is going to reproduce. And if you just had a child that you was connected to if y'all didn't have like a core connection, right, then that child is just produced off a physical current and not a spiritual one. And what this means is that those children that was created on that physical current, they're going to be fucking physical kids. They are going to be humans. And the kids that was created on the core connection, they are going to be like demigods or mini gods. Does that make feelings? Right? So Jade, right, her dad is a socket. That means he's masculine as fuck on the outside. Right? More of a flow on the inside. I'm a plug. I'm a flow. I'm a force on the inside and a flow on the outside. We had a core connection. That core connection produced Jade. And Jade is what you would call a demigod. She's not like regular children. And I ain't talking about just how she dressed. Nothing about her is like a physical child or just a human child. She's a god. Right? That's how that shit work, bro. And y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Right? This is why in certain, like, let's say your mama got more than one kid and got like a couple different baby daddies. Whoever she had a core connection with, right? That child is going to be different than the others. And even the mother may not even the, you know what I'm saying, the parents may not understand why there's this one child that's just different. And she love all y'all. She love all y'all. But their core connection child hits different. And the other kids can feel it, right? Even if she treat them all the same, they all be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. BB, that's my baby there. BB, that mom don't play about BB, even though they know mama don't play about none of them. But see, mama just fucked they daddy. It was just a physical plug and socket thing, a coochie and penis type thing with them. But with BB dad, it was a core connection there. And so BB different. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. So it 100% matters how y'all create these kids, and that's why my grandma always said, "Be careful who you have your kids by." Right? Be careful who you have your kids by. It's no different. I see core connections and everything. Most of the females that I got in my life right now, they are sockets. Right? Most of the men that I'm helplessly attracted to and in entanglements with, they're sockets. They're sockets. I talk to a couple plugs too now, but for the majority, I'm attracted to my opposite. Because their opposites attract, but when they compare harmoniously and integrate successfully, that's a whole different thing. You took one thing and another, and we done made a mega thing, bitch. Come on now. This is why they don't want no opposites together. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no, 'cause I got you. And then most of those connections where people don't want to see them together, it's because I bet you be core connections. These humans hate core connections, right? Nobody wanna see them together because they truly connected, right? But meanwhile, they want to see you with the motherfucker that ain't doing. They love to see you in some human ass shit, right? Motherfucker love to see you with the motherfucker that they think, you know what I'm saying, that makes sense to the human. But that core connection is gonna always be hated. It's gonna always be like, that's why it's not a lot of them. Cause nobody wanna see them together. But I'm crazy though. Of course. I'm crazy. But y'all know, y'all, it's a lot of little human kids being out here. It's a lot of kids that's just empty. And no matter how much y'all dress them and test them, they still empty. And that's why they're able to be filled with any damn thing. You can tell these kids that don't come from core connections. You can also tell if you didn't come from a core connection. Right? Core connection kids are happy kids. They have this unconditional love factor, right? They make everything better just by their presence, right? They seem older somehow wiser, somehow giving you some type of comfort. Like they just and they unique. They just got their own little style. Like they don't even. Those are your core connection kids. They are the physical representations of harmony, right? And even when they are born and their physical is programmed to deficiency, they will retain that core frequency of harmony. So they ain't perfect either. But you gonna feel that them motherfuckers is different. Right? And you love them like you love your other kids, like you love your other siblings and this, but you just know it's something about you. So you feel me? That's just like in friendships. Y'all got people that got these big size friend groups, right? When y'all, you know what I'm saying, nice size friend groups, but you have a core connection with one friend and you just have a physical connection with one friend, right? So that friend that you got your core connection with, it's no holes, no back, no. If y'all like twins, y'all finish each other's statements. You know what I'm saying? Tell each other everything. This. But that physical friend, she just for physical shit, right? You love her like you love your core connection friend. So what love got to do with it? I'm just saying, right? This shit ain't just romantic, bro. It's with every fucking thing because there's no separation with anything, right? You got friends that you just click, y'all closer. You don't hate your other friends. It's just maybe just physical. Take away the physical things, we have no connection, right? Like if Jay had other siblings, you know, or whatever, because I don't have no more kids and her dad don't have any more kids. She's different. I feel like we broke the mold with her. Like just cut the fuck up. Right? That was it. I seek core connections with everything. I seek my opposite now. When once I used to run away from guys, that I used to run away from sockets. Cause let me tell y'all, baby, you know how as a female plug, a pure plug as myself, you know how confident and secure you gotta be in yourself to deal with a male socket. Do you know how secure you have to be in yourself to deal with a male socket? These are the guys that is a flow on the inside, but they a motherfucking force on the outside. They masculine and dominant as hell on the outside, but they got this soft inner core to them. Right? They be ladies' mans because like they be needing a variety. They be fine as shit. They be masculine as shit. It's just like, what the fuck? Do you know how secure you gotta deal with it? I'm just saying. Before I did the work, fuck nah, I wasn't secure enough. Future is the to me, I feel like Future need me. I feel like I'm the type of plug that Future need because he is a granddaddy socket. Future is a granddaddy socket. He is the epitome of a socket. It's their fucking nature, bro. If you and this is ladies, if you want somewhat of a faithful partner, you better get you a fucking plug. You better get you a fucking plug because if you dealing with the socket, they I I they like their variety. They like that spontaneity. They like different experiences. Bitch, they like to eat different food. And you got to be okay with that appetite because if you not, you are going to try to pull them from their core. You're going to try to make them be faithful, and that's not who they are. So if you're dealing with the socket, you need to understand that if they decide to be one with you, baby, you the one. Because in by nature, this means that they are willing to move their nature for you, bitch. You feel me? You feel me? So as a plug, right? This means that I'm a force. I'm an inner masculine. My core is a frequent the wave pattern is more of a force, right? So this means that my just ultimate fulfillment is a socket, right? So I had to be okay with myself. I secure the spots in a nigga life. Right? I'm fucking with sockets. I know you got bitches and shit. I ain't worried about that, baby. Let me cement this shit. Let me put the God shit in your life and stamp the G right here. You feel me? You going on. I'm cool. It's like when you in a sorority and the motherfucker brands you. Let me just put my stamp on you. Right? So you know what's up. I ain't finna I can't, that's all I can do because that's their nature. And if a person chooses that, that's fine. But I'm not gonna put, you know what I'm saying, make nobody go against their nature for, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to love me more than you love yourself. I ain't one of them. Right? So Get you a plug. Get you a male plug. Male plugs, they don't give a fuck about variety like sockets do, right? Male plugs, they be wanting the emotional intimacy and consistency, but you gonna have to be, you know what I'm saying, consistent with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to show and prove with him and be consistent. You know what I'm saying? He'll dibble it like, cause remember, we got both sides to us. So a male plug will dabble in variety until he finds his true socket. And once he finds his true socket, he gonna plug in there and he gonna them the men that don't play, right? That's your providers, your protectors. They get with one motherfuckers and they locked in, and you better not touch her. God damn it, you better not look at her wrong. You better not this. Listen, that's how I am about my niggas. Because remember, I'm an energetic male and a physical female, right? So the energetic male in me come like a physical male comes about my men. Don't you fucking touch them. I'm gonna protect them. I'm gonna provide for them. Because if I'm dealing with the socket, he's an energetic female and a physical male. No, bro, listen. I am going to change the world with this shit. Right? That's how it goes. So Future is a super socket. He's a super socket. And because he's a super socket, right? He needs a fucking pure plug. This is a woman. I'm not intimidated by your variety. I don't give a fuck. Right? Out of all his variety, I have the power to give him the emotional intensity, intimacy and consistency. Because number one, you can't love a plug. I mean, love a socket if you worry about all his fucking varieties. Your focus is gonna be on him. I mean, on them instead of him. That's why you can't do it. So get you a motherfucking plug. Russell Wilson is a plug. He's a fucking plug. And at first I had it kind of backwards, and I was like, nah, I gotta redo that. No, no. Because Sierra is a socket. She's masculine on the outside, but she's feminine on the inside. Russell Wilson is a he's a plug. So ladies, if you want, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta go for a court, find out what your core is first, and then you gonna see what type of nigga you want. But those are the standards. If he a plug, he gonna be like Russell, like the principles, not just like the fulfillment factor. And if he a socket, you it gonna be like Future. You gonna have to be okay with that. Vaughn was a socket. Vaughn would be a socket, masculine on the outside, but a flow on the inside, feminine on the inside, softer. Because when you say feminine, everybody always think you gay. Like, no, nigga, that's a flow. Creative, right? That's how he was such a storyteller like that, and why everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like he was a socket. Vaughn was a socket. Definitely a socket. And so that's probably why folks was getting it like folks was acting like I was in love with a ghost or some shit. Like for real, but it's just I'm a plug. It's the inner, right? It's the inner. So we connect because he's a socket and I'm an inner plug. I'm a plug. I'm a fucking force. But on the outside, I'm a flow. My human is very feminine. She's a flow. She's passive. But I'm a motherfucking god on the inside. I'm a fucking warrior on the inside. A fucking king of all kings on the inside. When you speak about your light, does that have to do with you being a plug? When I speak about light, I be talking about more of a space. The space, not necessarily like color spectrums. So when I'm talking about lightness, I'm just talking about my ability to be not weighed down with physical things, or you know what I'm saying, old shit. Like, yeah. So that would help. That will help. Some of y'all in these incompatible ass. The only thing is compatible. Listen, in order to have a core connection, you got to be connected from the inside. So if you just got a physical connection, the sex good as fuck. Understand that's not a core connection. That's an attachment. All right. I don't give a fuck how much y'all love being around each other, how much y'all love each other. Y'all just, if y'all only like connected from the physical, that's not a core connection. That's an attachment. Right. Attachments ain't, you know what I'm saying, ain't necessarily harmful or bad. They just drain the fuck out you because there's no power being exchanged. Right? That's the thing about attachment. Who's ever the bigger piece gets the bigger energy with the attachments. Right? Damn, I just realized me and my baby daddy both sockets. And then a lot of times, like people be distorted and you don't remember who you are. In everywhere, people is always telling y'all to remember who y'all are. Why don't y'all ask them what the fuck they talking about? What do you mean when you say these things? When I say remember who you are, first of all, you forgot who you are when you got this body. And so when you got this body, you forgot what your core was. So you have to remember what the fuck your core was, right? I came here knowing I didn't like when I came here, I was able to retain my core for a longer period of time than most people that come here. So I didn't lose, my core didn't get distorted until I was at seventh grade. Most people's cores get distorted from like ages 1 to 12, right? So from ages 1 to 12 is when most people end up getting distorted, whether it's through trauma, sexual abuse, crazy ass program, whatever the case may be. I didn't have that, right? I didn't, and the distortion happened. I was emotionally deprived, and that happened that started happening when I was in seventh grade. So I was able to retain my core longer. But everybody experiences some form of distortion. So when I came to this world, I was a force. When I go to any world, I come to that world as a force, right? I like to, you know what I'm saying, this is the game of opposites, so it will make sense that I am utilizing the opposite car. Because before you can harmonize with the opposites outside of yourself, you have to, you know what I'm saying, harmonize within yourself. So my inner is masculine. My outer is feminine, if that makes feelings. Right? So most of y'all are distorted, and until you get down to the bottom of your distortion, right, you will be confused on if you are a plug or a socket. So you're going to be attracting a thing that's detrimental to your growth instead of expanding you towards growth. That's the biggest problem I see with dating, and that's what I'm gonna stop with my dating service. We're gonna have to get those distortions out the way, right? We're gonna have to get those distortions. So once you know, that's why I say a pure plug and a pure socket, or a distorted plug or a distorted socket. But anyway, man, I'm finna get out of here because I've been on the phone all fucking day and I gotta get ready and go. Give me something to eat. So that was my little rant today. Love ain't got nothing to do with it. If you really, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna keep on hurting yourself, you're gonna you know what I'm saying, you're gonna keep on you know, blaming love and, you know, whatever the case may be, until you understand that it goes down to you. It like it's about you. You got to redefine what love is based off of what you already have and not what you perceive that you lack. All right? Y'all just to let me talk all day. I told y'all I had something to do. And I just be rambling and rambling and rambling. But I mean every goddamn thing that I say. I mean everything that I say. So I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Stay up. Stay safe. Stay cool. It's been hard as fuck. All right. Pay attention. Go back to your core. Go recall your childhood today. Tomorrow, if you ain't doing nothing, lay down, sit down somewhere, and think back to your childhood. What type of child were you before you got hurt? What type of child were you before you got, you know what I'm saying, traumatized? Or what type of child, uh, were you before the distortion happened? What type of child were you before you got hurt or before you lost this? Like, what were you before you got programmed to, saying, distorted? That'll show you, all right? So y'all stay safe because it's just a lot of shit going on. But I love y'all. I love y'all. Oh, thank y'all for being patient with me. I can't say that enough. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'm on y'all ass though. With that being said, bye.